Hello and welcome to class today. We will be focusing on chest and upper body. So I've got a yoga strap here with me. If you don't have one, grab a hand towel, a belt, a really long sock, anything that can just something you can hold on to that eventually may go wider than shoulders. So you want to kind of have a lot of space here. If you're dealing with shoulder recovery from surgery or injury, I want you to go nice and slow. Always listen to your body. I'll give you some more gentle options as we go. And also this class is going to be mostly standing. You can sit on a chair if you want. I know sometimes, especially if you're dealing with upper body tension, getting down and up from the floor can be a bit harder. So we're going to stay standing today, or you can be in a chair. I'll probably finish up in a chair for our relaxation. So grab your strap or towel or whatever you've got, and we'll get it all started. So I'm going to set my strap down for the moment and just start in the standing position. We're going to do a little breath work. You can close your eyes if you feel steady here and balanced. If you want to close your eyes, you can always lean up against a wall if that feels more secure and safe for you. Or you can just keep the eyes open if that feels better. So feet are going to be a little wider than hips. Nice steady stance, gentle little bend in the knee so knees aren't locked. And we're just going to breathe a little bit. Again, if you want, eyes can be closed or open. And just start to connect to your breath. Good. If it feels good for you to have some feedback about your breath, you can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, just bringing some sensation to the body in a way that feels good for you. And we'll take about 5 more breaths here. Nice. Good. As the mind wanders, come back again to that breath. Take another breath or 2. Wonderful. If the eyes are closed, slowly begin to blink the eyes back open, coming back to the space. Arms can rest by the sides. And let's just kind of shake everything out a little bit. Shaking is one of the easiest ways to start to let go of tension, especially if we're not even aware we've got it. Good. If you want to shake those legs out, you can. Always feel free to use a wall or a chair for some extra balance. Good. So one of the biggest places that we feel tension or kind of restriction in our upper body is the chest and also the mid-back. So a lot of times it's because gravity, right? Gravity tends to pull our shoulders forward. And so we start to round and have a bit of a forward head position. So you can see as my shoulders round forward, lots of tension comes into that mid-back. That mid-back is having to do a lot of work as everything else is kind of folding forward. So what I want you to start out with is just trying to find a tall spine. If you have a wall accessible to you or a door or anything that you can kind of stand up against, just to again give you that feedback, give a little room for your glutes. So heels might not be completely against the wall, they might be a little bit out. But maybe stand by the wall and just kind of notice how your posture is just normally. Again, awareness is like step 1, right? When you notice where you're standing, see if you can start to bring the shoulder blades back towards the mat. And then maybe feel those shoulders, those upper arms start to press into the wall. and maybe the back of the head starts to slide back towards the wall. So one thing I want you to think about here is not bringing the head back to the wall so the chin kind of juts up towards the ceiling or the sky. We want to try to keep a double chin, okay? So the head stays neutral and we start to bring the head back towards the wall. It's okay if the head doesn't touch the wall. If you happen to have a light book or a block or something like that, you can bring it behind the head just so it has something to press on, strengthening the back of those neck muscles. Okay, so wherever you are, we're gonna press back towards the wall, just pressing those upper arms back to the wall. If they don't touch, that's okay. Keep that head working back towards the wall, trying to find that little bit of a double chin. Good. Nice. A door frame is also really good for this, starting to bring that spine and the head back to the wall. Good. Let's stay here for 2 more breaths. So not only are we opening through this chest space, we're strengthening those posture muscles. Good. 1 more breath here. Very nice. Take yourself away from the wall. Roll those shoulders up and back. Let me scoot this to the side for the moment. So as we're moving those shoulders up and back, good, maybe we make that a little bit bigger, kind of like you're making big circles. And you can make these circles as big as you want or as small as you want. So especially if taking those arms up and overhead like this shape doesn't feel great, keep those circles going just a little bit lower than shoulders, okay? So a couple more. Try to take up as much space as you can. Good. Now we're going to go side to side. So we'll start with one side and kind of continue that twist back. Knees can have a little bit of a bend. Hips are going to turn a little as you twist. And we're going to go side to side. Again, if you need a little more of a wider stance for balance, go for it. If shoulders don't love that hand overhead position, again, take it out to the side. Just find a shape that feels good. We're warming up through the shoulders, getting some range of motion, mobility work. Good. Nice. 1 more each side. This is also good for core and balance. Nice job. Finish up on that last side. Good. Now we're going to go the other direction. So we're going to swim back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Good. You choose the height. Good. Maybe it's lower. Again, doesn't really matter to me. I just want you to find what feels right for you. Up and forward. Good. Let's do a couple more of those swims. Forward. Nice. 1 more each side. Good. Shake it out. So that upper back, mid-back space. Again, we kind of felt like there's some more tension there, especially if you feel like you're rounding a lot throughout the day, whether that means you're working on a computer or you're kind of sitting in more of a cushy chair that kind of tends to lend to more rounding than sitting in like a hardback chair or on a stability ball kind of situation. So let's do some gentle cat and cow movements. I'm going to take my hands out to the sides. You don't have to. You can keep them by the thighs. If you're sitting down, you can keep them on the legs. We're just going to take a little opening of the chest. So my chest lifts towards the ceiling a bit. Belly is hugged in slightly. And exhale, round. Good. Hands can come together or not. Again, doesn't matter. We're just moving open. And then we're purposely rounding, spreading open that shoulder blade area. Good. Open up. And round. Good. Couple more just like that. Open up. And round. Nice. Again. Open. And round. Nice. We'll come into a forward fold. Inhale. Hands can lift if you choose. Exhale, we're going to slowly bend the knees. Hands can come to thighs. Chair if you're nearby, coffee table, whatever. You can bring those fingertips down to the shins, maybe even a block if you've got one, or fingertips can meet the mat. Forward folds are great to relieve tension along that back of the body. So from the back of the neck all the way down actually to the bottoms of the feet. that whole posterior chain. So we've done some strengthening. Now we need to just let everything rest for a moment. Good, another couple breaths. Maybe that head is really heavy. Wonderful. Good, bend the knees. Bring the hands to the thighs, press into those heels, use those strong legs to rise up. Shoulders again, roll up and back. Good. We're going to add a little bit more for shoulders and chest here. Take the arms out to the sides, palms are going to face forward. Bend the elbows, bring the fingertips behind the head and kind of press the head back a little bit into the hands. So again, we're strengthening those neck muscles. Then bring those palms again out to the side, thumbs point down. And you're going to slide those hands maybe to the hips, maybe behind the back. Good. Again, we'll take those arms out to the sides, palms forward, fingertips behind the head, press the head back. Good. Hands out, thumbs down, hands behind the back or to the hips. Good. Again, out, palms forward, fingertips behind the head, press that head back. Good. As you take those hands out, thumbs down, slide those hands behind. Chest is going to want to round. Okay, shoulders are going to want to round forward. See if you can keep those shoulder blades squeezing together, opening up through this chest-shoulder space. Good. One more time, out to the side. Fingertips behind the head. Press the head back. Good. Hands out, thumbs down. Hands behind the back. Chest is open. Very nice. Release it. Shake it out. Good. Next movement here, we're going to open up that side body a little bit. If you want to grab your strap or towel or whatever you have, take it out as wide as you want. I'm going to hold the one end here just so it doesn't hit me. That's all. You don't have to do that. Just makes it a little bit easier. So we're going to take those arms up and overhead. Again, if that doesn't work for you, maybe you stay here. Any variation is fine. We're going to go to one side. Press through those feet. So feel those feet press down and away from each other. Hands come back up to center, overhead. And then let's go to the other side. Good. Opening up around that underarm, side of the waist. Let's do one more each side. Fantastic. Back to center. Good. And release. We're going to use a strap one more time, but just not yet. This time we're going to use the wall. You can also use a door frame if you don't have like a big space on your wall here like I do. Get as close to the wall as you can. Right arm's going to come out to the side, hand is about eye level. So we don't want it super high or super low, just a little bit higher than shoulder height. Then we're going to start to turn to the left. As you turn to the left, maybe it's just the chest that's turning or the head that's turning. If it feels okay, you can start to turn those feet a little to the left, keeping that right arm nice and close to the wall. Left shoulder relaxes. Good. We're going to stay here for about 5 breaths. Big stretch for chest and shoulder space here. Soften what you can in that upper body. Nice job. Gently unwind. We're going to bring the belly back again towards the wall. Let's take other hand out. Again, hand is about eye level. When you're ready, start to turn the chest and head first. Good. And then if it feels okay, start to turn those feet. Right other shoulder just drops down. Good. Try to keep that spine tall. Breathe. 5 more rounds of breath here. Nice, soften what you can. 2 more breaths. Nice job. Slowly unwind. Come back again to center. Step away from the wall. Let's do another shakeout. Good. Find that strap one more time. This time we're going to take a big wide hold. So again, if you've had shoulder injury surgery recently, number one, make sure you check with your doctor before doing these moves. Number two, if holding onto the strap, we're eventually going to go up and back, and that up and back part can feel sticky for sure. If that feels like you have pinching or pulling kind of pain, drop the strap completely and just continue those arm circles that we did in the beginning of practice. Okay, so arm circles or hold the strap wide. We're going to take the strap up overhead and slowly behind the back. Take those hands as wide as you need to. Let me show you from the side. Up and overhead and down in front. Good. We're going to do that just a few times. Nice job. You got it. Let's do 2 more full rounds, up and back. Nice, last time, up and back. Good. Release the strap, shake it out. Good. From here, you can stay standing for our little wind down, wrapping up of practice. You can come to the mat, you can sit in a chair. I'm just gonna come to kneeling for the next few breaths, so just find the shape that feels good for you. This feels good for me at the moment. Close the eyes if you want. Gentle exhale. Thanking yourself for taking time out for your body today. Five more breaths here. Stay here with this breath as long as you'd like. Thank you for practicing with me today.